Hi and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. My name's Chris and it's fantastic to have you back with us for another video. And in today's video we got some monstrous size news, but I also want to give a prediction on what I think is going to happen with Solana. Doing some really interesting stuff. If you enjoy this sort of content, mash up that like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, tapping that bell, selecting all the notifications so you never miss a video. Right. Let's get down to the desktop. Okay, so we're going to start here on coin market cap. The total market cap of crypto globally is up 4.15% today in the last 24 hours. We now stand at $1.12 trillion and really interesting stuff. Are we getting near or close to the end of the bear market and close to the bull market? So I'm going to dig into this stuff. I think this is really, really interesting. And I do love a prediction. I really do. Bitcoin at 29,567.42. And it's up 10.35% in the last 7 days. So really interesting stuff. But let's sort of focus on, I guess, some of the news. Let's get into some of that. So we've got the new Tether CTO pledges to release real-time reserve data. And this is something that I've kind of touched on in the past a little bit, right? Around real-time early warning systems being utilized by regulators. I think this should be something that, should be done both in the traditional finance sector and, crypto. I think that, any custodian, any exchange, they should be made to give details live on a live system of their reserves and so on. I think it should be the same for the staffing structures of some of these companies. There should legitimately be like a scoring system, and I guess retail investors or just generally investors of any level can make a decision on whether they want to hold risk on, let's say, a traditional bank that doesn't have a risk manager, for example. I think these sorts of things are things that I personally expect to just be a standard in we're in 2023, for crying out loud. Let me know your thoughts, your opinions in the comments below. For me, it should be the bare minimum, as in terms of standards. We've got Web3 game project allegedly hired actors to pose as executives in a $1.6 million exit scam. Now, I want to talk about scams. We talk about them an awful lot. This is one that's obviously heavily in the media right now. And a lot of people lost a lot of money. And this is Standard Cross Finance. And they basically listed, fake people, right? Just actors that they just paid. They weren't a real team. Like, a lot of people don't go away, do their own research on these things. The tells are there. I recently did a project review that I was asked to do on an AI project. And the team stands out as a real red flag for me. So if you're interested in these sorts of things, do check out our membership over at Cheeky Crypto. The link is in the description. I do project reviews. I do 3 a week. These are community-led projects that I'm asked to, as a project, what I mean is the community bring these to me, right? And I review them. I have a whole list of projects that I look to review, give my thoughts and opinions, and I will, raise concerns when I see them. So far, we've raised concerns on 2 projects, and one of them, not so long ago, went into real difficulty, and it's something that we flagged really early on, and hopefully that deterred anybody from making any investments in that said project. But yeah, look, rather interesting. Moving on, and I want to talk about the end of the bull market. We've got Powell hints at Fed pause due to rising bond yields. Again, I think that this is something that's interesting. I'm seeing a lot of chatter around, I guess, positive talk around the Bitcoin spot ETF. Same with the Ethereum ones. I'm seeing a lot of real positive stuff in the media, right? And sentiment is a really important metric. We're seeing, what the prices are doing. I have been saying to expect a green October. Even when it was red at the start of the month, I was saying this is short term. We've got to see some of these shorts get flushed out. I think we're, at that point now where we've kind of seen that. And, it did take some, fake news to get us on that path. But I think that fake news has probably done crypto, Bitcoin, a bit of a favor. It's made people realize, and this is just my opinion, it's made people realize that when this spot ETF gets agreed, and I think it is going to get agreed, you can see this positiveness coming out of the SEC directly from Gary Gensler, who must be, being forced to, be more positive and be better at his job. I do think that he is going to be, fired or resign. I think that's just, on the card, very, very close to happening. Something that I've been calling for probably longer than most people. And I think that people now see what is likely to happen when these spot ETFs are accepted. And I think that's what leads a lot of people putting money into cryptocurrency. We're seeing a lot of whales purchasing up Ethereum, and we'll come on to Solana shortly. US Treasury seeks to name crypto mixers as money laundering concerns. Again, this is something that we kind of have been expecting for a long time. I'm surprised it's taken this long for them to come out with news like this. Top crypto analysts call Solana the new Ethereum. Strong performance makes it new Ethereum in the upcoming bull run. Now, I want to talk about this because it was only 3, possibly 4 days ago that Solana actually lost in the region of $100 million in total value locked. So this is a big turnaround, and it makes me, stick to my guns, really. I have been saying for a while that I expect Solana to do pretty well in this bull market. Seeing the sentiment from, influencers, it says top crypto analyst, but I'm just going to say any, influencer style analyst in crypto. The big channels, they're all talking about Solana positively. They've all got positions in it, and it's still heavily owned by VCs. And because of that, I think, this top crypto analyst is probably right. I do expect it to do really well in this bull market, but I think after that, it probably won't. We've got, Solana soaring 12% overnight. A lot of people asking me why this is, but it's recouped $43 billion as the crypto market rebounds. The price of Solana's native token Sol has seen a price hit a 3-month high above $26. Really positive stuff. Really interesting that this is happening, because I don't think it's the best project in the space. In terms of similar projects, I'm in the space. For me, it's just not right up there. Central banks want to look under crypto hood. Again, this, as articulated in this article, is a positive sign. There's a lot of these media outlets hinting to the fact that crypto is now being seen as a positive tech from the banking sector, and that it's here to stay. I think it's been like that for some time. A lot of these banks are actually utilizing and working with blockchain companies, so it shouldn't come as a surprise, but it's been positioned like it's shocking, and that really does interest me. We've got a German regulator warns consumers about 𝗕𝗄𝗂's crypto custody. Apparently it's basically offering its services without authorization to do so. This is coming from the German regulator BaFin. So look, really interesting stuff. We're going to see more and more exchanges under pressure to basically comply with regulations. Really concerning stuff overall when it comes to how the exchanges are looking to operate. But more importantly, the regulators have failed up to now, both from a traditional finance sector as well as a crypto sector, to protect retail investors or any investor in most cases. So look, let me know your thoughts and opinions, but I do think the sentiment has changed in crypto now. You just have to scroll through Twitter to see how positive everybody seems to be right now, including the media. There does seem to be a bit of a shift. What I would say is I'm still keeping an eye on the war and the Fed and what approach they're looking to take before committing to, the bottom is in. I do think that when we see a Fed pivot, we should expect a big pullback. Whether that sees new lows or whether it just retests the most recent lows is yet to be seen. Let me know your thoughts, your opinions in the comments below. If you enjoyed today's video, mash up that like button. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Tap in that bell, selecting all the notifications so you never miss a video. And I will catch you in the next one. Take care.